Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of...
It be like that?
Holy shit, you're here.
Who are you?
I have no idea. Who am I? Who are we? Where are we? Is this just the Matrix? Are we in the machine?
Did you take the red pill or the blue pill?
I took a purple one.
Oh, purple haze?
Yeah. It was given to me by some dude wearing a Cookies t-shirt.
Is it no, Purple Pills, that's a song by D12.
Oh, is it? I thought it was Purple Juice.
No. Yeah, their first album, their first big hit was Purple Pills.
Was it?
Purple Pills,
I thought it was the boy band one.
No, that's their second album.
I thought it was the first one. The band.
No, that's the second album.
That is the second album?
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking remember.
I do. I have both.
You have both?
Yeah, no, Purple Pills was their first big one.
Isn't one of them... we don't want to get sued.
That's
I mean, it's so close to the original version of the song. It sounds exactly like it.
It sounds pretty close.
Copyright strike.
Yeah, right.
With everything. No, I just... like I said, didn't one of them pass away?
Two of them. So the original... Remember that they always talk about Bugs? Uh-huh. He passed away, and that's why Eminem... he was already friends with him, but joined the group. And then... I'm picturing his face, but now I can't...
I know the fat one's not dead.
No, that's Bizarro.
And he's not so fat anymore.
Yeah, Bizarro's still alive.
What is he, like Superman's cousin? Can he also get his ass kicked by Goku?
Yeah, he would, but that's super Saiyan diabetes.
Jesus Christ.
What was his name? Damn it.
It was the other guy. I know which one it is. I just can't remember.
He's the one with a deeper voice. He's
right. He was like one of the front guys that was there, like one of the main people for the group. But I know that Eminem joined, but I could have sworn that I know one of them. It was a couple of years ago that they passed away. But I guess the other one passed away beforehand. Yeah, and that's why he came in and joined D12, and then they had 2 albums and never really did anything afterwards. Do I think that Bizarro Proof? That's right. Wasn't he one of the ones in the movie too? In 8 Mile, isn't he based off of somebody?
I think all of them were kind of based off of somebody in a sense, but Proof he got into an argument with someone, I think an army guy or something like that, in a bar, and guns got drawn and he got killed.
Oh,
that's how he died.
Yeah, because when you want to get in an argument with somebody, the right thing to do is to brandish a gun.
So also get into a gunfight with someone who's trained armed.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know whose fault it was. I don't know what happened. I think that's how he died.
I know that people in the army get trained to do things, to get to shoot guns, but not everybody in the army is always shooting guns. One person has to be the person that sets up, like, the latrines when they build bases and stuff, and that's all they do in the army.
I don't think those are the guys going into bars getting in a fight.
Are you sure? You never know. They might be like Flex himself. They want to get those
I don't think Pauly Shore, the water sanitation guy.
They literally... Everybody wants to get their military discount from Applebee's, okay? Right. So they're still going to go in there. They want to get their 2 for $30, margaritas that are there, so they get the discount on them.
So I just thought of something.
What's that?
Where's Arrow? Who you got
where's Nilo?
On a 1-on-1 in their prime? The Water Boy?
Or Pauly
Shore from in the Army now.
There's no...
Because his uncle's a pool guy.
Yeah, no.
Or water guy.
No, you're literally he's gonna get his ass kicked by the Water Boy. Water Boy's just gonna imagine him like trying to fuck Fairuza Balk because Pauly Shore would try that shit, and then he's gonna get his eyes fucking taken out.
That's Vicky Valley Court.
Yeah, that's right. Fairuza Balk. And then she's gonna use her magic. I'm so pissed off. I don't know if I told you.
I'm mad that I didn't know about it myself.
That they were doing the craft over there at Alamo Draft House.
I would have gone with you for sure.
But it was the only day that it was happening was Sunday at like 2:30 in the afternoon, which would have been during the Raider game, during the 49ers.
Yeah,
game. So that wouldn't have happened anyway. And I was like, why do you have this random ass? And I guess they had it the weekend before or something like that. That was a late night showing. But I'm like, why is this at 2:00? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm a stand for the Alamo Draft House. I've talked enough about it, but.
Fanboy.
Like the way they do their movies sometimes is so ass backwards that the popular ones have their set showing times and do all that shit, but all these random things that they make they just do random fucking times for the movies.
No.
I do enjoy that the horror movies are like the late night movie, just not always at like 10 o'clock at night. Like that, because for us,
if
it's
it was
40
closer,
minutes. Yeah, if it was a lot closer, it'd be better. You know, and that's why like the Deathstalker thing, one, it was really last minute that I went, and two, it was 10:30 at night.
Oh, I
so
was
it was
just
like,
giving
you guys,
shit.
well, I know you guys giving shit, but I was just like, I should have at least, when I was sitting there, I was like, I should at least invite him, because I made it with like 15 minutes left to spare after I left here.
Well, you're probably thinking about it. You're leaving late. You're gonna have to rush to get up there. My fat ass would have slowed you down.
Oh yeah, because your fat ass would have totally slowed me down. Like, no, don't. It's funny too, because this is the first time I was walking and they were like, hey, you got your ticket? And I'm like, yeah, I got it right here. All right, you're good. But it was like last time we just walked in and they checked
Pretty
it out
much.
the seat.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm just like, oh, that's fine. You know, I don't care. Go check it. You know,
Yeah.
it's the cute girl behind the counter, but that's just the way things roll.
Well, you're like, what's up, bitch? I got some popcorn trick for you.
Yeah. Well, like that one like goth girl that walked in last night during the before the movie started. And like, did you miss her? She had like the fuggliest boyfriend that was there. That was like
Where?
in Halloween
No,
last
where
night.
do they sit?
behind us.
Oh,
They
I
walked
missed them.
right by you.
I'm.
She did because
I must have.
Hey.
How the hell did I zoned out from that? I told Crystal earlier because she walked up on me and when I was
Dragonfly
shaving,
Rain saw her.
I saw her. I told her, "Damn, my spidey sense is off." She goes, "Oh, you're just getting old."
No. Well, you're just married. That
We
the
get feet for
single
free.
thing is your head goes on a swivel when women walk around.
There you go, Quentin.
Oh, feet. Yeah. Yep, you are getting feet over here.
We should have docked our feet.
No, I'm not going to dock
Our
anything.
toes.
I don't have any skin to pull back on that foot anymore. Okay,
we should
all I've got
we
over
should
here is a
scissor our
giant fucking
toes.
callus on the back of my thing.
Scissor our toes.
I'm not going to scissor toes with you. Jesus, not in front of the dog. He's laying down right there.
Well, speaking of the movie, so we did go see Halloween 2
We did
last
see
night.
Halloween 2 last night.
That was freaking awesome. I've seen that movie plenty of times, but just never in the theater. So that was great. But damn, I missed the goth chick.
Yeah, you did miss the goth chick.
I'm sad now.
Like I said, my head's on a swivel when it comes to women and walking in.
I
And
usually
especially-
am too. I don't. I did say my hip was bugging me last night.
It
So
was, so that's an excuse that you have there. But it's like, you know, being at the festival and being surrounded by, I'm just like, in the back of my mind, I know they're probably wrong for me, but where can I find one of those? You know? We draw the line at the dog, very noble. That's right.
right.
That's your favorite Halloween?
Yes, that's her favorite. I
seems ridiculous.
She told me that the other day, and I went, "Really?" Because I love the movie too. And one of my favorite scenes in I realized I got really loud.
Well, because you get loud.
One of my scenes.
You get loud?
Me? One of my favorite scenes is in that, or one of my favorite scenes from the series is in that movie. Not like all time, but like one of them was when he just busts through the glass. I love that. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I thought it was the scene when he was dunking the chick's head in the water and pulls her out and her tits are all flopping, but they're all burned over.
Boobs were just
They had
flashing.
natural.
quote.
Why is it always the fat guy that's got to get it first? Out of everybody that's there, like the fucking fat, and it's always a fat security guard when it was 80s horror movies, and the fat guy's getting it there.
Technically, the
Technically,
girl
the chick get it, but I'm talking about the hospital. The hospital, when the killing really starts, like that chick is just collateral damage. Is all that one chick is.
I mean, he kind of deserved it for trying to think that there was someone behind a locked door, and he had to check it. But
like,
and I'm talking
again,
about a padlocked door, not like a regular.
like,
no.
okay, we're spoiling a movie from 1981.
Oh shit! What are we doing?
Is that when it came out? 82?
82, I think.
Maybe 81, 82, somewhere around there. But like the fucking security officers going around inside the fucking like storage room or whatever it is, walking up to these doors, and there's locks on everything that the padlocks are open, and instead of fucking locking them, he just let me go check in here.
I'm laughing at what Q said.
Pat's mic would peek it was under in the other room under a pillow. That's true. That is very true. We keep telling him. It's funny because whenever he does his streams, he's got to turn his mic up, and then a couple minutes later, it's got to go way down because it's already like ridiculously peaking. And then all of a sudden, you can't hear him over everything that's there because he's turned down. He used to say, "Oh, I'm gonna talk about son of a bitch." That's every Solus_64 stream.
If it's a horror game or
No,
something.
no. You were doing it in fucking Sea of Thieves today, too.
Oh, well, that's because I fell off the stool. I literally went like this for a second. I went like this. So Alex texts me. I'm not blaming Alex here, but Alex texts me, or the group, and I went like, I'm holding the, I wish I had the controller. I'm holding the controller, and I go like this to look at my watch, and I hit the button, and I went flying off the back of the boat. Oh, son of a bitch.
Well, also when you were yelling at the one pirate, I'm going to give you my herpes.
I said take
pirate
herpes.
goes. Oh, it's the same thing.
You know, it burnt, or I should have said syphilis because I was burning them, you know.
Oh, okay.
It burns like syphilis.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But yeah, it's still, the thing is, it's still a good time, but you can definitely, in my personal opinion, you can tell the quality is not there as it was with the original Halloween.
Oh, of course.
And it's retconned in this one. He shot him 7 times. He didn't shoot him 6 times. He shot him once in the head, and then he unloads the revolver for 6 more shots.
I was counting too.
Me too.
I think in the original it was 6,
but in this
one it's 7. Yeah, and I was told Crystal, I'm like, that was 7. And right when I went to say it, I heard you go, it was 7 times.
Because he was going, I shot him 6 times. No, you didn't. You shot him 7.
I shot him 6 times. He's not human.
And then how the fuck does Loomis come back after that? They retconned out Halloween 2 and Halloween 3, didn't they?
Basically.
Yeah, they got rid of some of the things. Because, again, this was meant to end the whole thing.
There's 5 different timelines.
Well, I get it. And Halloween 1 and 2 is one timeline.
Well, technically, no. 1 and 2, because 1, 2, 3, and 4, or excuse me, 4 and 5 are connected, and 6 are connected.
Are they?
Yeah, because remember in 4 and 5...
I'm trying to remember.
Loomis is all burnt, remember?
Oh,
That's why. He's burnt from surviving 2.
Okay. I don't remember. I haven't seen...
Yeah.
So I don't remember him in...
You got 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is 5 the one with Paul Rudd?
Yeah, 6.
6 is, okay.
Then you have Season of the Witch is its own thing. Then you have Halloween 1...
Need to put in those noise gates. Then he just self-mute.
1 and 2. You have 1 and 2, and then you have H2O and Resurrection.
Okay. Then
you have the Rob Zombie timelines.
Yeah.
Then you have 1, and then the 3 that just came out trilogy because they didn't count 2.
Right. They did. They said, okay, well, we were just going from there. He's been put away for a long time again, and now he's back.
Yeah.
And again, but you can tell, though, in Halloween Kills, there's references to the way they did stuff in Halloween 2 because of the whole thing with the...
best viewers.
Oh, hey, we got best viewers over here in chat. We can just, forget about those best viewers.
Isn't Q a mod for
he is,
be like
but,
that?
he's probably playing Destiny and looting and grinding is more
How
important
I want to know
than the modding.
How do what I want to know is, does he have an extra hands? Because knowing him, he's grinding in Destiny 2, drinking a whiskey, and touching himself at the same time.
Well, he's got feet.
I mean, there's feet. I think Chris will slide in those pictures into his DM when I'm not around.
Yeah, probably.
So.
She's not sliding it over. He said, leave him alone. Grind. Leave me alone.
Baby, grind on me. Not you.
No.
I wasn't talking to you.
Good. No, you were talking to Q.
Of course.
Yes. But, besides going to see Halloween last night, how have you been?
All right.
It's been like 3 weeks since we've been in the same room together.
Exactly.
Almost
Actually, it's been longer than that, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while.
I would say a month because I did the Pat's Corner, the one I didn't get on.
That was me.
Another Pat's Corner.
Yep. Aftershock.
Another Pat's Corner, and then now we're here.
It's been a while.
Yeah, but September wasn't the greatest of months. I got out of the I basically haven't been to the gym since August.
Mm-hmm.
September, and I'm not making no excuses. It just was it's weird to say this, and I think you might understand it. September went by fast, but extremely slow at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes, it makes sense.
Because out of the 4 weeks in that month, the first 3 weeks, I only worked 4 days. They had Labor Day off. The following week, I had that Friday off to go to Reno. The following Monday, I had that Monday off. So I only worked 1 full week in September, and it felt like that whole month took hell long. Yet, it felt like it went by. So far this month, is like this last week, I was actually shocked. Like, I was like, God, it's already Friday. Monday, I was shocked. Like, one of my guys starts work at 8:30. And I got to work early to do a bunch of shit, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, he's already here. Next time I'm like, oh shit, it's already like 12 o'clock. like, I mean, I'm not complaining, trust me, I don't like it, but I don't know. It's just we got a new paint line in. I've been trying to get this shit figured out. I kind of told you about this, and I think I talked about it on my last podcast or the Pat's Corner podcast. Got a pallet into this new shit. Someone obviously tried to stack a pallet on top of it. It was crushed. Some of it was crushed. Some of it was leaking. Not even 10 minutes after that guy left, another truck shows up with another paint line with all the boxes just fucked, leaking all over the place. So I've just been dealing with that. We just did 2 conversions at 2 stores that we had. We changed their paint lines, and we're still working through that, and it's been a fucking pain in the ass. Then we got another store who's trying out a different paint line that we might convert. That's been a pain in the ass. And they're like, oh, we need you to keep cycle counting. I'm like, how? My inventory's fucked. Like, they keep taking shit, and we're going to charge this rep, and then we're going to do this for a demo. And it's like, you guys need to figure all that, and then I'll deal with it. Because, like, I have shit at my store that's not in my inventory. Because I sent shit out, and they're like, oh, well, we don't need this. Sent it back. And then they sent me back a bunch of toners, and then they're like, oh, we need these. We're missing these. Where are these? I'm like, they're all in the box you sent back, you jackasses.
I love when people do that. Quentin sent over via Discord the Halloween franchise continuity guide. So it says it would start here. So you can go from Halloween to, then like you said, the 2018 trilogy and beyond, right? At least at the time this one was done, it said stop. Then it's Halloween, Halloween 2, then 4, 5, and 6. So you've got now and then. Or Halloween, Halloween 2, 2H2O, 2 Resurrection.
Said that one.
Yep. And then the Rob Zombies, which are their own. So Quentin coming in with the official,
everything I just said.
Yeah, official everything you just said timeline. Yeah. I was just looking over my phone and seeing that stuff. And he sent it to you too, by the way.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I thought I saw something pop up.
So
I'm glad he fixed that thing. That was fucking weird. Like,
how
did someone randomly just jump into knew that we were on Discord and jumped into it?
It went into our specific Discord too. Like went into that one, saw it.
For what's the word I'm looking for? Context.
Yes.
Almost said continuity for some reason.
Well, yeah, for lore purposes, even though I know Jen Hotcakes doesn't care about lore.
Fuck the lore. You just made him tune out.
I know.
For context, we were playing Marvel Rivals Wednesday night. We were using Discord, and right towards the end, when we were ending, all of a sudden, someone jumped in there playing some loud ass crap, saying some racial shit.
Yep.
I jumped out of the party right away. But it was just like we were in the Farts Discord channel, so it was just like, to me, as far as I know, no one should be able to do that. Yeah, and the fact that how the hell they knew we were even in that.
Right. There's that's supposed to be hidden for the streamers only to be able to use, and then they managed to get in. But Quentin explained it a little bit, but he fixed it, and so it's fine. People do that type of shit all the time. They can figure other ways around it, but it just, you guys, I don't understand how people get like enjoyment out of that stuff. Sometimes it drives me fucking crazy.
I know, but it is.
It is what it is, and people are dumb. That's all it really comes down to. But
the whole trolling thing. Other than that, I mean, not much going on. Just shocked over how the price of, we were talking about it before here, beef chuck roast, which is barely 3 pounds, costing $42 goddamn over here. So we didn't buy it.
It's time to make that chili out of ground beef. Huh?
It might be. I was thinking about it. Like it wouldn't be that hard. I mean, just to ground it up and throw it in there, let it cook it'd be a lot faster cooking. I can tell you that
probably like lightly brown it so that it's not just little chunks and stuff inside of it.
Exactly.
Oh, you could even probably, if you didn't want to really ground it a whole lot, you could probably make it into like little meatballs and throw them in there like little
chili balls.
Meat chili balls. Like season the beef in a way and then roll it up and throw it in there like that.
I would season them similar to the way when I
you would do the
bone goes.
meat. Yeah.
So
might not be a bad idea. Who knows? Something different.
something, yeah.
Especially with, like you said, the price of meat going, especially beef going out of fucking insane right now.
I would love to have that explained to me.
I don't get it.
I mean, I'm not getting political.
I get it, but I don't.
You can't say tariffs because everything's right here. So explain to me that.
It's everything else in between. I mean, that is part of it, but subsidies for farms being taken away, and there's a lot of shit going on right now. The economy really fucking sucks.
You don't really use your backyard, and you got a lot of grass and shit back there. So I'm just gonna get a cow and keep it back there.
Oh, okay. Well, I already got a moose.
Well, that's fine.
He's
up
okay.
dog shit.
He's a moose. He's okay
pies.
with cows. He's okay with cows.
Cow pies and his shit probably about the same.
Yeah. Immaturity.
And then we'll just kill it and butcher it, and we'll have all.
You
the
just
meat
go
we
out
need.
to Modesto and just hijack a cow.
Oh, I gotta take him to the vet.
Oh, don't worry, guys. I'll make sure that he's okay.
Yeah, don't worry. Why are you getting on the 99? No, I know a place.
Moo, I'm getting better. Moo.
Look like me, myself, and Irene got in a chokehold, holding his nose closed. Anyways, what about you?
It's just been the way it is. This month has moved by. Last month was okay. It was like medium speed, but there were a lot of days like the main day was going by really fast at work to the point like, oh crap, I have so much stuff to do that I don't even realize what's going on type of days that were going. I'm just jumping from thing to thing to thing to thing. And I was trying to interview somebody. So we just recently hired somebody and he started on Monday, which has been good.
How's that going?
It's going okay. He's a nice guy, and he's gonna get it. And again, I've had to just explain to him like, just don't rush through things. Like, take your time, learn everything here. And he's been kind of. It sounds bad in a way, but I understand where it's coming from this type of thing. Is that he used to work for a company over in actually close to where we are right now, but they moved that company out past Vacaville. And when they did that, and they even have like kind of shrunk it down a little bit, and it was too far for him to travel to work for. And so he, basically got a little bit of a severance, lost that job. And then since then, he hasn't been able to find anything that's solid because a lot of the places around here for the type of work that he does, which warehousing, that thing, they don't want to hire people on full time anymore. They just want to do contracts is all they want to do. So it's a contracted employee, which is a pain in the ass because you're not getting health care and your taxes you have to do all yourself, and you end up sometimes paying more, and there's a lot of bad shit that goes, but it just allows them to basically like, oh yeah, we're shutting down, we're not going to pay you, unlike being a paid employee where we shut down for this amount of time and you're going to get actually paid for the sick time off and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So a lot of what he was looking for was something that was a lot more solid, 9 to 5, or just everyday job where he's going to get a solid paycheck all the time and he doesn't have to worry about being out of a contract or being forced to work long days because they're going to close down in a couple days so that he gets his hours and stuff like that. Yeah. But it's just, he worked with a pharmaceutical company and he's moving over to what we do, which is medical devices. So while there's stuff in between that will work, he still needs to learn how the stuff that we do works. Yeah. And so I just like slow down a little bit. You can find all this stuff. And I know that my inventory system and the way that it's been is driving kind of batty. And I'm getting the reverse of what my boss saw from me when I came in. So I'm like, and I'm trying to reassure him, it's not just going to be like this. I'm like, literally, I've worked through this because this was just me and the amount of stuff that even he sees, I'm still jumping around between a ton of stuff. And it's just like, eventually you just get to, I know where everything is. I know how to get to it. I don't have time to fix it, to make it look all nice and to get it in there. And, I'm like, the more you do this stuff, the more you're going to learn. You'll know where it is. And like me, it's going to get slow towards December, that time frame. And that'll be the time to actually go in there and make these changes, that some of the stuff that you want. But he wants to go like balls out. Oh, yeah, if we could just like barcode everything and do all this stuff. I'm like, that's all great. But you have to think about what size are we? You're coming from a much larger company with a much larger warehouse space where you're doing that. Whereas here, I've tried to implement things that make it easier so that it's not quite barcoding, but at least you know exactly what's there. So like, for example, we never had inventory labels. Now I've got inventory labels and everything. So you take something from it, you write what you took off and what's left in there, and then we cycle count it on and then we adjust it if it gets adjusted at that point. So
is there a system that maybe you can, if they take something, they can just scan a barcode and it'll take it out automatically?
We don't have anything like that set up. I'd have to invest in something. So we have a barcode scanner.
The only reason why... Sorry, go ahead, finish.
No, we have a scanner. It just doesn't do anything right now but verify barcodes is all it's really been doing.
I'm just saying, to me, for all those small parts and everything, it would just make sense to...
It would.
Okay.
Right.
If
you had one of those like mobile scanners where you can scan and then you put in the numbers and then it takes it out. But the thing is that I'd have to find something that works with our ERP, and that's the time frame. Whereas right now, yeah, it's a little manual, but if you literally go up there and we're taking like in some cases 50 pieces out, and you just there was 200 in here. Oh, now we took out a bag of 50. Now there's 150. You know what's in there, right? Yeah. In that box. So it's not a huge warehouse for what it is, but he needs to take a little bit of time and just slow down and learn. That's what he should be doing. And I told him it's not going to be, even during the interviews, I told everybody, it's not going to be what you're expecting. I said, this is going to be really basic, and it's going to be a while before you do anything major. So you're just going to learn, you'll shadow, I'm going to put you on some stuff, and the more I think you can handle, the more that you're going to get.
Yeah.
But right now, we're going to start implementing a couple things because that's the way that it works. And I want to make sure that we all have the inventory stuff under control, because it sounds like now my boss wants to start sending me to places, once things get, because he's
settled.
like, I don't want to go. He's all, so you can go. I'm like, fuck, means I'm going to have to fly again, which, yay.
Oh, like
look,
that?
Only,
I thought you meant like
no,
more of the places
there's
like San Jose.
We've got
stuff.
I've already doing this stuff in San Jose, and probably be going over there more often than not. But like going down to Southern California and going to the places that are down there. Or if we set up, there's a place in Utah that we're probably going to be setting up at some point and providing them with stuff. And so me going to Utah and going through the stuff and finding out how they work, like that type of stuff going on. So I'm not super excited on. I get excited on the travel aspect of things because I think going to places and doing these things is actually relatively interesting and kind of fun. And a lot of times it's just a day trip. You go down for the day, come back the same day, and you're fine. But I'm not a flyer. I don't like to fly. And I'm going to have to eventually get my real ID because I'm going to need it to fly if I have to fly. Other than that, unless you're okay with me driving the 5 hours down to LA, and I'll meet you down there.
Well, do you have a passport?
I don't. No. I do, but I don't.
I was thinking, I think you can use a passport. If
you can use a passport, but of course, a lot of people have just gone through without their, IDs. But I find a lot of people that go through without the real ID, they have like TSA pre-check or clear or something like that, which means that they're registered with the government and had to go through the screening, so they just let them go through.
Yeah.
So
well, there you go. Tell them that if they pay for that for you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, if you're making me travel, you have to pay for that.
That's true. But beyond that, it's just been,
Tell them to open up a store in Indiana so you can go out and visit them finally.
So I can finally go out to Indiana and visit everybody, forcing me to go out that way. Yeah. It's not going to be a store for medical devices.
You never know.
Co-packer, if you're talking about. Find a manufacturer out Indiana way.
Yeah, there you go.
But no, I don't have a real ID yet. I don't have a need for it. I don't fly, so why do I need it? What good does it do me if I'm not going to travel?
When's the next time you got to renew your license?
Next year, I think. So I'd have to get it anyway. That's what I've just been waiting for.
That's what I'm saying. Just wait for it to renew it.
Because the thing is I renewed it, and then when I was gonna renew it last time, the real ID was supposed to happen, and then they pushed it off for another 2 years.
They've been pushing it off for
They pushed it off for 15, more than that, 20 years. I think it was supposed to happen in 2002 or some shit like that.
I've never heard about it until recently.
Yeah, but it wasn't within the last 5 years that it was done. So that's what I was waiting for. Hey, new driver's license got to come, and I think it's 2026 that mine expires because I think that I did it in 2021. So it's every 5 years.
You should have just done it then.
I just renewed my license. Like I literally went in. There wasn't any asking, hey, do you want to do this as a real ID?
I'm just surprised they didn't automatically do it if it was.
Well, I would have also had to bring all the other stuff with me.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
Which I have now. Because of this job, like I found all that shit, so it's like I have it with everything. It's just the way it is. I don't know what BMV is like. Oh, I mean DMV, in and out in 30. No, DMV. You're in and out in 30 minutes if you decide to make an appointment here. If you just go there and do it, you'll be there for about 4 hours, in most places around here. But if you make an appointment, then you have the chance.
Once they started doing appointments for certain things, it went a lot faster than just before. Before, it was just like you line up super early, first come, first serve for everything. But then they kind of categorized it to, this is what I'm here for. So the lines that were the super fast stuff, they put it in its own thing. And, so it did make it a lot better.
But you still have to wait in the line a lot of the times to get to that sorting. And that can take like an hour. You can pre-check on the app. You're using apps now. Like all of a sudden, man, this guy's a real Mr. L over here.
The only reason
he's got us all apps all over the damn place.
The only reason why I use the McDonald's app is because I want my Monopoly pieces.
Yeah, that's the only reason I actually signed up for it too. Because I went to McDonald's the other day and got some pieces. I'm like, oh yeah.
You thought you and Desiree were the only ones left, huh?
That's 2-0 line to get in. Like again, I haven't been to the DMV, and there's also now those like mini centers. Like there's the one over here in Stone Ridge Mall. That's there, and I think you can do some things like this over there, and I think that's why those lines are dying down, because they're starting to add these like little.
That will make sense.
And then some of the stuff. Plus, I haven't been to a DMV for in a while too, because I just go into AAA and do most of my stuff in AAA.
But also, like I think at Safeway or something like that, stuff like that, or
they have the kiosks.
The kiosks is for like the registrations and all that shit. It's just.
So some of the stuff is just they've made a couple things easier in this state, but it used to take forever. So I don't know what it would be now to get in there. But I mean, I know I need to do it. I can do it.
Yeah. I think Hayward still gets super packed.
No, I would go out to Pleasanton after that one. That one usually is better
Fremont,
on the line.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Fremont, though, can back up pretty bad.
Depending on
over there off of Thornton. Or Center, I guess. So that's the street that's
Center,
there.
Yeah.
It's in between for whatever it is. But
it's
beyond that,
here and here. It's there between here and here.
Like I said, beyond that was, Aftershock, which was great. You can go check out all the stuff on the YouTube channel. That's all there. Talked about a lot on my stream. You can go back to the old streams. You can watch it. I won't reiterate everything there. And then been playing. So I was playing Borderlands 4 for a while, and then I didn't want to stop, but I stopped because I started playing. Well, I went to Aftershock, and then now I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima or Ghost of Yote, which I'm really enjoying, and probably will be spending a lot more time on tomorrow.
I haven't played either one, so I don't have an opinion on it.
Right.
But I have heard some people talk about that have played it, and they were saying that didn't live up to what they expected, and it's not as. I think you even said the first one was a little better. There's
some things about the first one I do like better, but I haven't got into a ton of it. The thing is that as I've been playing it, they're on equal footing. Like Tsushima's a little bit better, and it has nothing to do with like character story or anything like that. That some people put out the bullshit.
What you're trying to say, because there's a female lead now, you don't like it as much.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Not like those assholes on the internet.
Damn you, Uncle X-Files.
But I do, as I've gotten a little more of the story, I do like the characters quite a bit. And the one thing that I do prefer is I played the first one completely in English, and I really liked the voice cast on the first one. I thought it was really good. This one, I've heard the English voice cast, and I think it's okay. But I played in Japanese, and it sounds great. So that's why I'm keeping it in Japanese.
It was bugging me because that chick sounded familiar to me. I had to look her up, and it definitely wasn't who I thought it was.
The chick that plays the Japanese voice actor dress? Yeah.
And it was, because the girl I thought it was, I'm like, isn't she Chinese? Because I thought it was the chick that was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the chick who was in Chun-Li in the Street Fighter movie.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, I just don't remember her
name. It's like Ming something. The chick who's the voice of, isn't she also the voice of the mom in Incredibles? Sorry, Invincible?
Oh, Helen Hunt?
Is that her name?
No, Invincible. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Invincible. Sorry, I was thinking about the Incredibles for some reason.
Well, I said Incredibles first, and then I corrected myself.
No, Invincible is what's her name? Michelle Yeoh.
Oh, well, I hate to sound
think.
racist. They all sound similar to me. But, no, really, that's who I thought it was, that one chick, because that's what I heard in my head when she talked. And I looked it up, and it was the chick that actually was, I don't know how much of Mortal Kombat 1 you played.
Yeah, I played a lot. Played the whole thing.
The chick who was the voice of Sector.
Okay, did not play the expansion.
Okay, well, that was her. She was also the voice, and then she also did some of the Young Justice cartoon that I watched.
So she's done a bunch of.
Yeah, she's done a bunch of stuff, and there was something else recently, video game wise. But yeah, but I don't know. It was bugging me. Like, his voice sounds familiar.
So a lot of it, again, I like. There are a couple of things that they did differ a little bit differently. It's not exactly the same. The combat doesn't feel as impactful. It feels a little more floaty, and that might just be the either how the game is, or maybe that I'm playing it in quality mode versus performance mode. And like the original one, the combat felt a little more like Assassin's Creed, like old school Assassin's Creed, where this one is kind of too, but I remember just that there were less people that would go off the screen. And one of the things I talked about to Uncle X-Files outside of the game, outside of streams, was that I remember the lock-on system being better. And in terms of the way that the game plays, where there is a lock-on system, but it's either a hard lock or a soft lock. So either you're constantly focused on them and you got to use the right analog stick to constantly bounce between all the guys in the hard lock, or it's the way it is in the soft lock where I can go attack this guy and I can attack and move around with the things. But it might just be that I haven't played the first one in so long, and they are similar, because Uncle X-Files said, no, they're very similar in the way that it works. It's the same thing. And so it's just, I had got so good at that one that now playing it in this is different. It feels different because I haven't played a game like this in a long time.
If you don't like that combat system, wait until you play Silent Hill F.
I'm
not giving anything away.
I've already heard plenty about,
the lock-on system.
It's been almost a month since it was released, and it's hard not to escape anything. One, Dragonfly Marine won't shut up about the combat system because she hated it.
But I'm not even talking about the Souls aspect. I'm talking about the lock-on. Like, if I'm locking on to you, like, any type of these games, you lock on to someone, right? And if you move your to move around, they stay focused on the person. There's so many times I locked on someone, I'm trying to back up or to get an angle or get ready to dodge, and she'll turn around and start walking the other way.
Oh.
They're still locked on. You can see the little circle that she's locked on, but she doesn't stay focused on them. She'll just start turning and shit. And that's what kept screwing me up on combat stuff. So, I mean, other than the whole other shit of it, and I'm not going to get into it because I know you haven't played it yet, but yeah, that lock-on system, I see what they were trying to go for, but they should have talked to someone who do those type of games to get help with it.
Right.
Because
that was like with Final Fantasy 16, where the combat system in that game was designed by a person that was designed by the Devil May Cry 4 and 5 guy. Right? So he knew it was still tailored more towards the fantasy realm and that type of what they wanted to do, but it was designed with somebody with a combat system in mind, and it has worked, directly on it. And who knows, maybe somebody has, but it hasn't worked in like that hardcore of what they're doing. And patches and stuff might fix certain things, maybe. But who knows when it comes to it. But I am excited to start playing that, but I really need to really hit some of the backlog of stuff and finish up a bunch of things. So because I am starting that, and that one I know I'll finish. It's just going to be small chunks at a time, because I'm going to do it on stream. I know that right now my Sunday football game is going to be Ghost of Yote that I'm going to be playing. I might not play it on Tuesdays. I just wanted to play it last Tuesday. Yeah. And then I need to finish Borderlands 4. Those are the three ones that are going to be the main focus of. If I'm not just fucking around, I'm going to spend my time on those instead.
I started Silent Hill F over on the hard difficulty.
Plus. Yeah.
And this is something else that I thought was stupid, and this not giving anything away. So I beat it on my first playthrough. I did the story mode, but puzzles on hard. Usually, what happens when you beat there's a trophy for beating it on story puzzles and hard puzzles. Usually, if you beat it on the higher one, you get both, right?
Right.
No. I only got the one for hard. You have to have it on story puzzles. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll put the story puzzles on, or the puzzles on story mode, so they're easier, but the game on harder. but also I'm trying to get another ending. You can't do certain things. Once again, not getting into that. But I was like, I might need to go back to story mode if I want to get that ending. I thought the enemies were just going to be tougher.
They're just going to be bullet sponges, aren't they?
Oh, no.
Oh,
okay. Once again, this doesn't give anything away. When there's one where there's one kind of chasing me, and I climbed down the ladder to get something, and it just waited for me. Climbed back up, got past it, and kept going. Did that same spot on hard mode. That motherfucker chased my ass down the thing in the hole. I was like, what the fuck? I climbed back up, and I hear hole, and I was like, oh shit, I can't jump back up again. So yeah, they make them a little more chasey.
Oh, okay. So they actually like improve the AI, not just make it spongy.
Yeah.
So restrictions are off on how they can come after you.
Exactly.
I see. The one thing, and you don't have to say anything about it, but there's, and I'm not even gonna say what it is. There's one thing that I'm worried about from what I've heard from the game, and I'm gonna find out how bad it is because it made me dislike another game because it did the same thing. So that's honestly like the combat thing. I get, even Souls combat is what it is. I know it's not exactly Souls, but it's Souls light, if you want to say, in a way, whatever, that I can get through it. But a lot of people complain about it, said, hey, I love the story, I love the characters, love the design. Combat's trash. Like the combat is absolute trash, and you're forced to go through it because you want to finish the story because you like the story so much. I've heard that. But there's one aspect of it that, again, it made me dislike one game and not even want to try the second one because of that was in the combat. And you can guess what that is, but I won't say what it is. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so we got a couple things, and I got another fucking podcast recorded. Yeah. So we got a couple things to do. So why don't we go through our picks that we've got for this week that is there on the lovely foosball. Now, as it stands, of course, Mr. L was the only one that picked the Bengals to win for the first game for the was it Thursday night game that was there.
You know what I don't found this week?
I didn't put a terrible amount of points in that game. I put 7.
Put 14.
Oh, that's not good.
Here's the thing. I was going, and this is why I kind of did that. I'm going through the games this week. Between injuries or what the matchups are, it was hard to place points this week.
Yep, I agree. My points are all over the place, and there's a couple where I was like, well, I would prefer, there's like 2 or 3 games, like you have your 3-point pick, right? And there were I think there were 4 games where I was like, I want to put my 3 points on that, because I don't know. Yeah. I really don't know. And in some cases, I'm not because it's my team, but the 49ers and Falcons this week.
Yeah.
Which Falcons team is going to show up?
That's what I was
thinking. The
Falcons
that beat the crap out of the Bills and Bijan Robinson went off, or the Falcons team at the beginning of that got blanked out and shut out towards the beginning of the year?
Yep.
Which one's going to show up this week? I don't know which one's going to show up. I know I'm going to pick my team, but for somebody that's not picking the 49ers, is Atlanta the right way to go? And I know that George Kittle is scheduled to be back this week. So there are things like that. But a lot of these games are really, really rough because it's, again, who is going to show up?
Yeah.
And do I want to put that many points in case they do not show up this week?
And then Kittle's scheduled to come back, but then you just lost Fred Ward.
Yeah, so, Warner's gone. But Warner, they're talking about that he has a chance to come back if we make the playoffs. That he could be back by the last game of the season and ready to play.
I personally, if I was his agent, I'd be like, you're staying off until next year. If you want to play next year, you need to.
Right, that's what I would tell him too. But also knowing Fred Warner, he would try to get his ass back out there.
I get it, and I love the dedication, and any player that's like that. Right. But you also got to think of the rest of your career.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But, all right, so that was the first game. Cincinnati won by 2 points because Pittsburgh's an idiot. So the first game of the day tomorrow is the Rams at Jacksonville.
Which is also super early, by the way.
Yeah, it's not at Jacksonville. It's in London. It's the last London game.
Thank God.
That's going on.
I'm going with the Rams.
I'm going with the Rams too. I don't know because again, it's what Jacksonville team is going to show up, and they've been winning by the skin of their teeth in a lot of the games that they've been winning. So we'll see what happens there. You got New Orleans going into Chicago. Which Bear team is going to show up?
I know the Bears are have been on a little bit of a roll, but I'm going with a low confidence pick of the Saints.
I'm going with the Bears. I didn't want to choose anybody in this game. Because I just don't know which one are we going to get. I know the Bears have been doing better, but I don't know if it's going to be a good game or not. And unfortunately, I had to put more points into that game than I wanted to because I wanted to use some other lower points in other games. You got Miami at Cleveland.
I'm going with Cleveland Rocks. Cleveland Rocks.
I am also going with the Browns on that one. I don't believe in Miami. I don't believe I don't know what's going on down there. Tua goes and blames his whole fucking team. Everybody needs to be accountable for themselves. Yet you're throwing an average of 3 picks a game.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to turn that inside there. You got the Patriots going against the Titans.
I'm going with the Patriots.
The Titans just do not look good.
Of course, this could be the game that they win.
Again, these, like I was trying to say last week to Josh, like, they're trap games. They're games that your team should win, but it could be a trap. So you just don't say shit. And every once in a while, maybe you'll say something and it'll work out. But sometimes it's like, oh, yeah, you guys should totally dominate and beat them. Then guess what? It's going to curse the team to fucking lose.
Yep.
That's what happens like every fucking time. Then it's like, oh, look, they didn't lose. I'm like, they were, it was good. I expected them to win too, but I would never be to Patrick, oh, the Raiders should beat the shit out of blah, blah, because I know that all of a sudden that's going to, jinx the whole thing going on there. Then, speaking of which, we're going to, hold on, I need to adjust some things over here. We need to put that over
Whatever
here.
Whatever do you mean?
Whatever do I mean? Okay, because it is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the
Raiders.
Okay, good. So it didn't blow out people's ears for that one. Who are you going with?
Raiders.
Okay.
We're gonna, probably get murdered.
I am also going with the Raiders.
Wow.
This is a low confidence upset pick.
I'm hoping that we can get a actual fair game, considering what we just saw with Detroit.
Yep.
I said I don't condone what the defensive player did by starting fights and shit. But if you really break down and see what happened throughout that whole fucking game, the Chiefs did not get penalized one time in that whole game. The whole game. And then if you go back and watch fucking Mahomes when he scored that touchdown, he taunted right in front of his face, threw the ball at him. No one called it. He got called in another game earlier that day. Didn't get called in this one. He got hit in the back, super hard, late hit in the block in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, right in front of the ref. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm not condoning him going up and hitting a player, but in his defense also, he was walking away from everybody.
Right.
And
then
because Mahomes,
he
had to go over there because Mahomes was like, he didn't save my hand, and got in his face. Now, I'm not going to say, once again, I'm not going to condone fighting and all that shit, but at the same time.
Yeah. Well, what is it they say? Start shit, get hit.
Yeah. Don't start no shit. There won't be no shit. Don't start. No. Okay.
All right. Then we got Philadelphia going into Minnesota.
I am going with the Vikings.
I'm going with the Eagles in this one. This is another one that I don't know who to pick. Because, again, is Wentz still starting for Minnesota, or are we getting J.J. McCarthy back?
Wentz. So on my fantasy, it said he was back, McCarthy. Mm-hmm. But I think I saw something saying they're still going to start Wentz.
You remember what I said at the beginning of the year with McCarthy?
What?
I said by game 3, they'd be starting.
Well, he's accident prone. So
yeah, I don't think he was that hurt. I really don't think he was that hurt. You think
he has the heart? Or you think he just benched his ass?
I think they benched his ass. Oh, well. I think that's what happened. And I'm not hating on Minnesota or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. When you watched him play, like, he had a good game against the Bears, but then that game against Atlanta, he looked like he was just fucking lost. Completely lost.
He might not be ready to...
And he might not be ready for primetime. And maybe it is good that you get Wentz out there. Maybe Wentz does a Darnold and turns things around for himself there in his minute. He grew up loving that team, and now he's finally playing for him. Maybe there's some type of hometown pride, and it brings something out in him and becomes a great quarterback that leaves next year. But at least gives Minnesota a fighting chance. I just don't know if McCarthy does at this point. Maybe in a year or two, because he got injured. He got injured and then didn't play for a full year. His first year didn't play. Sit him for 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Then bring him out.
Yeah.
Like it's no hate against Minnesota. It's just
it is what it is.
It's anybody's fucking. If I always said that about fucking Alex Smith too when they brought him in. If he was able to sit for a couple years, he probably would have been better. He became better once fucking Harbaugh showed up and he had consistency.
Yeah.
But again, if he learns the system, there's plenty of quarterbacks, great quarterbacks that have done that exact same thing. You got Carolina and the Jets, Jets.
I'm going with the Jets.
I'm going with the Jets to get their first win this week. Even though Carolina somehow beat the fucking Cowboys, I don't know what to think about the Cowboys this year. Basically, number 1 in the fucking league in offense, but their defense is complete ass this year.
Well, sorry, my knee. The Jets, other than that last game they were just in,
yeah. Well, they should have beat Tampa Bay.
They've been pretty close to winning, and even though he had a bad game that last game, Fields has been looking.
Yeah,
he's putting up numbers. It's the rest of the fucking team that needs to step up. Well, that last game he had an ass game, but
and their defense too. Their defense has been giving up some huge plays.
That's what I mean. The rest of the team needs to.
Yeah. So now this is an interesting one. I don't know what to do with this because I'm still on the fence. I'm going one right now, but I'll let you know if I change it. I don't know, but it's Giants in Denver.
I'm going with the Giants.
I'm at Denver right now because it's at home, but the Giants have been on a roll. Can the Giants keep it up? Now, see, here is one. Jackson Dart. Kid looks like he's ready. Like, that's one of those.
See what a quarterback can do for a team.
He sat down for the first 3 games behind Russell Wilson before he was forced to go in because Russell Wilson's been playing like he leaves Seattle and Russell Wilson just plays like ass. I don't know what's happened with that guy. He just needs to give it up at this point.
He might, yeah.
And who knows? He might be, but him and that Scatterborough dude, their running back, reminds me so much of Allstott from back in the day for the Buccaneers with his big ass fucking shoulder pads. And it's not like finesse or anything. It's just that power running that Allstott would do where he just busts through lines and just would bowl people over and push and push and push. That kid over there with the Giants does exactly the same thing. Yeah. So like those two have just breathed life into that team from what they were. And we'll see what happens with it. I don't know. Denver's defense is a lot better than some of the people they played, though they did manage to, beat the shit out of the Eagles. So
their defense is
starting to click.
Their defense pretty much fucked me in fantasy. Thanks, Q, for playing their defense against me.
And that's where I'm on the fence with both because Denver's offense has not been doing well. But their defense has. I'm still questioning Bo Nix, but we'll see what happens. See.
He's also only his second year, so we'll see. But
and then we got Chargers and Colts in L.A.
I am going with the Colts.
I am also going with the Colts. I believe in Danny Dimes again.
Indiana Jones.
Is that what he's being called now?
Yes.
Oh. Jeez, I thought you should be Danny Dimes.
Nope.
Indiana Jones
Danny
now?
Dimes is the New York thing, okay?
Okay?
He's over there in the Midwest at the Indiana Colts, so now he's... Dun, 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 dun,
I'm just getting off. Don't worry about me. But, yeah, I think the Colts... I don't know what juju they worked. They got the guy that they needed to excel because their defense has been pretty good.
No.
Their offense has just been terrible. All of a sudden, you get a guy that everybody thinks is completely washed up, goes in there, shows, hey, what a good system and a quarterback that fits that system can do.
And then Chargers are going to charge her.
It reminds me of Tannehill when he went over to the Titans the first couple years.
Yeah,
and he was just excelling in that offense. Right, same thing with Daniel Jones right now. At least right now, you got Washington at Dallas. Speaking of the Cowboys,
I'm going with them boys.
I'm going with the Commanders. You think the boys are going to be bouncing back after that loss to Carolina?
Yes, and the fact that they're at home, I think they're going to play better than if they were playing the Redskins over in Washington. So I'm just going to go with Cowboys.
Right. You got Green Bay at Arizona.
I'm going with Green Bay.
I'm going with the Packers on this one. I think.
Dun, 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 dun,
I won't say what I was going to say.
Go.
You got Atlanta here at Levi Stadium against the 49ers.
I think I'm gonna go with Hot Atlanta on this one.
You know where I'm going on this one. It's all about the 49ers.
I respect it.
You know what
like
they
you
say.
said though, what team is gonna show up?
What Atlanta team is going to show up, and what Mac Jones has been surprising the crap out of me. I don't agree with all these fans. Oh, he needs to be the long-term quarterback. No, Brock Purdy is the long-term quarterback. You guys are just because he's winning right now, but Brock Purdy's fucking hurt. And then the one game that he came back to play in, he couldn't
ready.
throw right, and he wasn't ready, and he should have been playing. But I think Mac Jones was hurt, and he was more hurt than was being let on. And so, like, Purdy was like, I can play for a game. Let me try it out. And that gave Mac Jones time to rest. And,
I just love, like, they keep playing. Every time he comes out there, they keep playing Return of the Mac.
Yeah.
Return of the Mac. Which
is great. You got Tampa Bay at Detroit.
I love the Lions. I like Goff, I should say. I'm a big fan of Goff. I like watching. I want the Lions to get the Super Bowl. Well, unless the Raiders are there, of course. But
they would be
Tampa
the
Bay.
Super Bowl at the same time. This is another game I'm torn at. I think I'm still going with Detroit because I think they're going to bounce back after that Kansas City game. I think this is going to be Tampa Bay's second loss of the year. I think Baker Mayfield is playing out of his goddamn mind. Yet again, another quarterback that has found the right situation, the right team. The dude, he annoyed the shit out of me because he was doing the Peyton Manning thing where he was in way too many commercials and doing whatever. Once he's now stopped that and he's playing just fucking football, the dude is fucking insane. No. In the way that it is.
It's just every time I think about the commercials when he was in Cleveland, I just remember I forget who it was, but there was one of the sports announcers. He was like, he got more commercials than he has touchdowns right now.
True at that time, but I think
he got screwed in Cleveland.
He did. He got really screwed in Cleveland, and
how'd that work out for you, Browns?
But he's doing a great fucking job over there in Tampa Bay, and he's really involved in the team and the community, and he's fun to watch when you're not playing against him. So, and he's improved a ton. He's a solid quarterback now, and it's funny to think that he's in the running right now, I think, for MVP of the league.
God, they got 2 Monday night games again?
Yeah, that's what the other game. They said next year they're no longer going to do that. This
Good.
is the last year. They shouldn't even have fucking done it this year because the last Monday night game is Houston at Seattle.
Nope.
I'm going with the Ratbirds.
I'm going with Seahawks.
The Seahawks, I'm sorry. I don't want to. But I think they have a better chance of winning that game than fucking Houston does. Because I think, even though Houston, I didn't know Nick Chubb went over to Houston.
Yeah.
I had no idea that even happened. I thought he was still up there in Cleveland. But again, he got hurt last year with fucking Cleveland. That's probably why they dropped his ass too. But we'll see. I think that it could go better. But I think this is a really hard week of fucking picks. For everything
I
that's
agree.
there.
I don't think it was hard to figure out where I wanted to put what.
Honestly, this year of the league has been one of my favorites in a while because all the people that are on top are different people that you haven't seen in the longest time.
Yeah.
Teams that you wouldn't expect to be there, teams that have been in the pisser, all of a sudden they're doing great. And it really has, for this season, become anybody's Sunday. It isn't any given Sunday for any team that's out there. There isn't one strong, purely dominant team, maybe except for the Colts. That's basically it.
I just wish we could look forward to a better halftime show.
I think it's fine.
I think it's stupid.
Who watches the halftime show for the halftime show?
Who watches? Look, I'm not going to sit there and say I've never got it, especially probably because I don't listen to his music. How popular, like, WWF was pissed. I went to the point where I almost stopped watching for a while because he was on it all the goddamn time. It was pissing me off. But I'm sorry. This is the Super Bowl. We're going to have someone that no one can fucking understand what they're saying the whole goddamn time. It doesn't mean stupid.
He doesn't sing
He doesn't sing in English. He doesn't.
Well, that's whatever. It's the area. It's the community. You've got San Jose just down the road from it with the high Latino community. It is what it is. It's just a fucking halftime show. I couldn't fucking understand Kendrick Lamar half the time, and you didn't hear me complain about it. And he was fucking rapping in English.
Okay. I'm not debating you. I'm telling you, I think it's stupid, and that I don't give a shit about the ethnicity or American status or any of that other bullshit that people brought up.
No, people.
I'm just talking about this is the fucking Super Bowl.
And we
should have a bigger artist that everybody, because the majority of people who watch the NFL either didn't know who he was or don't like that kind of music. So why would we?
It's again, I think it's the same thing with when it comes down to movies and stuff, where it's like, oh, we're just trying to broaden the audience to get the people that don't normally wouldn't watch to tune in and watch, so we get more market share and blah blah blah.
They need to get rid of Jay-Z picking the fucking shit.
Again, I want the biggest thing that upset me, which would be the biggest fucking slam dunk. Forget all of the other bullshit that people online are saying, and I'm just going to wipe all that stuff out of any conversation. The biggest slam dunk for this fucking area is to have Metallica do the fucking halftime show. Or to have even, like, Journey. Or any other Bay Area-based fucking artist to do the fucking halftime show. Yeah. And Metallica, while, okay, I get it, probably isn't the most reaching artist to a majority, because majority of people out there don't listen to as much rock music as you think that they do, but everybody knows fucking Metallica. Yeah. And Metallica is a Bay Area fucking standard, right?
Yep.
Do it. It's in fucking the Bay Area. Put them out there. Or like I said, if you want to be more pop or do whatever, find a local artist that's going to do the stuff out here. That's it. That's all you have to do. Like, it doesn't, I don't care about, like you said, don't care about ethnicity, don't care whatever.
Yeah, all that's
I understand
stupid.
what they're doing. It is what it is. I haven't cared about a halftime show since fucking Janet Jackson's tit popped out, and I didn't even know that was going to fucking happen.
Look, I just don't want to have to be forced to watch the Puppy Bowl, okay?
You probably won't. If anything, it's not going to be worse than The Weeknd. Oh, it's at least going to be. Did you care that Shakira was out there and J-Lo was out there? They sung songs that weren't in Spanish?
No. But the whole thing wasn't in Spanish.
There was parts that was.
I said the whole thing wasn't.
I know. And who knows? He's probably going to bring out, I'm not saying, we don't know. He might bring out other artists that will sing in English because he knows he's going to cater to the Super Bowl audience.
So, what? Whatever. Yeah,
better than like mumble rap or some shit.
Do you want to save this one for the next one?
Yeah, because it's getting a little late on this.
The only thing I want to bring up real quick, because everybody's talking about it, is about MTV. I guess
I have no idea what's going on with MTV.
Apparently, they're shutting it down.
MTV is going away.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. While you say what you've heard, let's look at.
I've seen multiple people, like Dana White was posting about it. Some other people were posting about it. So it's not like it was like
MTV to close UK music channels.
Oh.
The end of MTV. Paramount is thinking about shutting down all remaining. Okay, so here's this one cord cutter. All remaining MTV channels.
My thing is they're talking about, they're going to shut down MTV. Okay,
bro. It looks like it's in the UK.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
MTV is shutting all the remaining music only channels. And this is even misspelled. It's misspelled EME. Here, I'll even show if everybody's on the stream here. It just means that it's a bad article to me when you fucking misspell shit like that. Right.
AI is really fucking up on these articles.
It said it would propose, and then a lot of these articles do get written by AI too, which is crazy. Pro's plan would see MTV's traditional cable and satellite channels, including MTV2 and other regional offshoots, phased out entirely. Instead, the MTV brand would live on through a dedicated streaming platform or as a prominent segment within Paramount's existing streaming service, Paramount+. The shift would allow Paramount to consolidate its resources, focusing on digital delivery to capture younger audiences who primarily consume media through smartphones, tablets, and connected devices. I mean, at this point, in all fairness and honesty, MTV is ridiculousness TV. Like,
I know, that's why
it doesn't make any sense.
That was the whole point I was trying to bring up. Is that was my whole point. They said, end of an era. MTV's been gone since, we'll say 2010, maybe a little bit later. It basically became all fucking TV shows, and then now it's ridiculous. Or they'll play a movie, and when the movie's done, guess what they're playing? Ridiculousness. So, with that stupid dumb bitch that's on the show, God, that bitch annoys me. I don't know who annoys me more, her or that chick. What's her name? Tegan or something like that. The one that was on that. She was on that show with LL Cool J, the lip sync battle. That Asian chick.
I know who she is, but I don't really care. And then again, I was just like, oh look, it's MTV's version of Tosh.0.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where it's not funny though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. I fucking Rob Dyrdek and his bullshit ass. Was it Chrissy Teigen? I don't think it's Chrissy Teigen. She was the one on Lip Sync Battle, but I don't.
That's
think
what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I don't think she's on Ridiculousness.
No, that's some other chick.
Oh.
Dumb fake, crappy ass laugh. She has nothing to add. She can't form a sentence. That's coming from me. But I'm also not on TV. She's just
true.
there for her stupid looks and her stupid face. That's not even that attractive. Anyways, the point is MTV died a long time ago. So I don't know why everybody's making a big deal out of it. If they were playing music this whole time, music videos and all the shit that they used to, Spring Break and all that other stuff, have VJs and all that stuff, then that's one thing. But they haven't done that in so long. Why is everybody acting like it's such a big deal, to be honest with you?
I don't know. I really don't know. Well, it's one of those things where it's like they're saying, it's the end of an era. I totally understand that and doing all that stuff. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, I haven't seen MTV since the 90s, to be honest with you. I think that's the last time I even watched it, maybe even the 2000s, And then even at that time, I was watching more VH1 stuff, which was supposed to be like the 40 plus, music channel where it's more adult contemporary version of MTV. But then, you'd get sick and you couldn't get off the couch and Flava Flav's Flavor of Love was playing on repeat and you ended up watching the whole season because you were fucking dying on the couch over there.
Rock of Love.
I know what. I loved Rock of Love. But Rock of Love, like the girls were so much trashier.
Oh, God, yes.
Than they were. Like, if you wanted fake tits, you go to Rock of Love and fucking Bret Michaels and his toupee fucking headband that he wears. Because he's got to be like bald like that. He has a skullet. He has to have a skullet.
Every time I think of Rock of Love, as much as I like that show, I was at season 2 with that chick Frenchie and how she lasted so goddamn long.
And her fucking fake lips and her. You want to that's the start of that duck face bullshit that was going on was with her, and that was just because her lips. She looks like the girl that we were talking about in American History X. Not American History X. I'm sorry, American Mary.
Yeah.
That wants the stuff done. That's her face. That's Frenchie's face right there.
Getting douche chills thinking about it.
The whole thing. Good thing I'm not like typing it up and then showing it to the Twitch audience to scare the living shit out of them. It's gonna be like when we're at the movie theaters and fucking Maria Menounos shows up and they don't warn you.
Hi, I'm from
Jesus Christ! You gotta warn somebody.
Hey, if you put Frenchie's face up on that screen right now, everybody's going to start crying like Crystal did at playing Huntsman.
Oh, probably the whole thing. So, all right, guys, I guess that is it for this episode of the show, unless you got anything else. So we were going to do something about movies, but that can wait to the next episode because it's a long thing, and we're also it actually probably went longer than I expected it to.
We both got shit to do today,
and we got a lot of stuff. He's got to go get some chuck roast, possibly. But, is there anything that you want to plug or let people know about before we get into the...
Plug-wise, yes. Soul64 on YouTube, Solus_64 on TikTok and Twitch. Just hit me up and follow me.
And then we are trying to do a couple different things. I'm going to try to figure out a way to get the dual streaming thing going for this. So if you want to follow the It Be Like That podcast on YouTube, please do, because we may be able to stream there. And if we do stream there, then we keep all of the VODs and stuff that we do here on Twitch, and it goes over there, and you can just watch it later over on YouTube and live on YouTube as well as that. It just means that maybe I have to use OBS to do it as well. But I'll figure things out.
Oh, use Streamlabs and OBS?
Well, no, I think just use OBS and just have profiles for it be like that and set it up and do all that fun stuff.
Can't you do it like the scene thing? Can't you like have... I mean, I think there is a way to do it. You can switch.
There is a way to switch profiles.
Because now that
I just don't want my profile to get fucked up with everything that I set, and that's like I worry with OBS about that stuff. Even though I know Mr. L does it for him and Cute Kitty, I get that whole thing, but it's peace of mind. Hey, it's like what you do for some things. Hey, this is working. I don't want to fucking touch it.
I understand that,
but I do want to try because we tried before the start. Says, hey, you can dual stream to this. I was like, oh great, we can dual stream to YouTube and that at the same time. No, only if one of them is a vertical stream, meaning that if we were on TikTok, we could stream to Twitch and TikTok at the same time.
Or Instagram.
I don't give a shit. Or Instagram. I guess we could. How many people are going to watch us on Instagram? But
we'll just have Crystal stand here in her one of her things.
While
we talk, she won't say nothing. She'll just stand there.
She'll just stand there. I don't think I need to use my cousin as a prop for everything that's going on. But so I'm gonna try to figure it out because it's also a pain in the ass to constantly log out of the Twitch thing to go over to that to do all the stuff that I should do, and then send it over, wait for things to be done, then have to log back into mine. It's to me, it's not that long. It's first world problems, but it's annoying as shit when I already have to switch so many settings on this computer every time I do a
I
record.
got it. Buy a laptop and keep one on all that, and then you just plug everything into the laptop, and then you don't have to switch back and forth.
I have a laptop.
Then it be like that can be on one, and
I have that all set up so that if we do mobile stuff, we can move out somewhere and I use the laptop with it. It's just a pain in the ass to unplug all this shit.
when did you just have to unplug the
what?
the monitor into it, so it'll be dual monitor?
No, I have to. There's something I have to go over through a couple different things here because there's two monitors that are hooked up back there, and I had a dock, and I'd have to rehook up the dock out here, and then hook everything into the dock.
Buy another. I'll buy an HDMI cable, and we'll plug it from the back and plug it into the laptop. Easy done. Next, just spend some money, bro.
I have a dock. I have a dock for a laptop. That's over there. That's what I used to do. But instead, I bought the big giant PC to do all this stuff.
Buy another one.
Okay.
It'd be like that PC.
Just do it again. Just get all this shit. Buy it. Do it. Or you know what?
Quentin will build us one.
Maybe you can do it.
But you have terrible Terra money.
Yeah, I have terrible Terra money. Yeah. The money that's barely keeping me here to survive.
You got sponsor money. I've never been sponsored by anything.
What sponsor money do I have over here? Not like you can go out and check w.gg, get yourself some energy drink, use code TerribleTerrorist to get 10% at checkout when you order something.
Do you have that?
Yeah, that is me. I had it before Angela.
And you got you had Manscaped. They sent you some shit.
They did. I still have my Lawnmower 3.0, I think. I think they're on the 5.0
I've never got anything.
Well, they reached out to me.
Exactly.
And then I always get like screeners. You know, I got invited to go to the release for what is it, Good Boy, for like the red carpet release for Good Boy over in the UK.
In UK, yeah. You could have met up with Parky Park.
I could have met Parky, but then I would have had to fly to the UK for a Saturday.
But see, that's my thing. You and Angelo and everybody else get all this shit. I don't get nothing. They don't want nothing with my fat ass.
That's just because I show my butthole online. You just don't know where it's
I
at.
just don't know about it. The Terrible Terror O.
Yeah. Did you listen to the Malignant episode?
I have not yet.
Oh, okay. I won't ruin something that happens in there.
I'll start it this week.
But the whole thing. Anyway, so if you want to, like I said, make sure you're following the podcast out there. It'd be like that podcast available on YouTube, all the socials, IBLT podcast on Twitter, all that other fun stuff.
You didn't put yours.
That's what I'm about to do, but I do the podcast stuff first.
I think the podcast would be last.
No, I think the podcast actually should be first before I even asked you, but I forgot and I asked you first instead. Anyway, you can check out me for myself, available everywhere else. T_podcast on Twitter, which I don't really use anymore. And you can check out Terrible Terror Podcast on YouTube or Toolbert on YouTube with, I think, spelt normally. You know, all the Aftershock vlogs, go check them out if you haven't checked out some of that stuff already and some of the videos that I put out for songs that I recorded with everything. So later today, and this is the way that we're going to end the stream, at least for the podcast. So if you want to listen to this, you're going to have to go over to the podcast because you can't listen to it on Twitch, even though I could probably play it on Twitch. So, been playing on, at least on my Twitch, that is twitch.tv/TerribleTerrorist songs, because this all started with this guy over here, because I was playing No I'm Still Human, and he said something, we were doing something, I don't remember what the exact conversation was, but the line came out, what, does she have to pay the dick-sucking tax? And then I was like, wait, that could be a song. And then we started coming up with lyrics for the song. Well, he gave me a basic idea of an outline of the song. And so I ended up writing the whole thing and using Suno to make the song. So Dick Sucking Tax became a song. And slowly but surely, I've been playing a couple songs at the end of the It Be Like That episodes as they've come out. That was there because I'm trying to keep away from like a lot of the copyright stuff that's out there. And since I own the music and it doesn't matter if they try to copyright strike us, I can be like, hey, that's my song. That's mine. Bitch. So, you guys pay me. But nonetheless, so this is going to, and hopefully if CD Baby gets off their ass, but I don't know if they will. So this is the lead single off the album is called The Weight of Fame. Everybody is going to do that. It'll be released on October 24th, so you can check Spotify, and link is in the show notes. So I'm going to play it for everybody on the podcast, but for everybody that is not, we are ending the stream, so you're going to have to go and check that
konnichiwa,
out.
bitches.
So you guys take care out there in Twitch land.